So what is the ideal market for the midterm rental insurance strategy? A question often asked, and I want to flip it on its head. Although there is a caveat still, I will answer it, but there is a caveat to which market is the best. So let's discuss. The market that is the best should still line up with short-term rental analysis. So what do we use? We still use AirDNA.co. Okay, AirDNA. The reason we still use AirDNA is because in this space, we have two exit strategies, right? So first and foremost, the reason I'll flip that question on its head is I like to focus on the asset type first. If you're currently getting value from watching this video, you'll want to make sure you take a second and click below to grab the midterm rental insurance blueprint to help accelerate your process in being able to land these midterm rental insurance contracts with respect to your marketplace. Make sure you click the button below and grab it and continue on with the gems in this video. So first, let's get the right asset. And there's a video on which asset type is the best on this channel as well. Have a look at the video called Does Midterm Rental Work with Any Asset Type? Okay. But in short, the asset type that we like is 4-bedroom plus. Right. So first, the asset type matters. Now, when it comes to the market, these are your two exit strategies, right? One is the STR strategy. This is why we like to use a hybrid model, because if I don't get a midterm rental insurance contract, what do I do? Do I just sit there and empty? Never that. We always want to have an exit strategy. That's why typically, personally, for me, I can only give you my advice. It's not that it can't work. If there's restrictions, short-term rental restrictions, I run in the other directions. Now, by restrictions, I mean if they're asking for a 30-day minimum stay, I don't like that because I want to give myself the best chance. And this is going to restrict the exit strategy, or one of my two exit strategy. The other, as we know, is the MTR. All right. Now, that's the one that we are so gung-ho about. It's focusing on this right here with an exit strategy of going STR, right? So now what's the rule of thumb when it comes to analyzing these deals? Well, I like to do what we call napkin math, right? And here's the napkin math. So if I were to do the math on napkin, if I look at the purchase price of this property in my market, I want to make sure that whatever the purchase price is, I can make 15%, I can gross 15% of that purchase price. So for example, if it's a $400,000 property, I want to make sure that I take that number, take it on my calculator. So you have it here. You can see the receipts, 400,000. And I'm going to multiply that 0.15, 15%. And that's going to be 60,000. So can a $400,000 property bring me $60,000? If it can, I like my napkin math. Now, does the occupancy rate, is it more than 50% in that market? So occupancy greater than 50%, the revenue it can make greater than 15%. That's 1.5. Those are the two metrics that I look at. So once I have the right asset type, number one, 4 bedrooms or more, then I look at number two, 15% of the gross revenue. Does it gross 15% of the actual value of the property? And is it in a market that has over 50% occupancy? That's my rule of thumb to then be able to identify whether this is an ideal market to run the midterm rental insurance play. Now, let's keep two things in mind too. I want to factor in some caveats, right? One caveat might be, is this strictly a vacation rental market? If it's strictly vacation rental, I just want to put a star by that because, you know, most people who are living in a vacation home, if they have to file an insurance claim or whatever the case might be, yes, they can still do that, but it's less likely that, you know, they'll have additional living expense. It's still a possibility. However, it reduces my chances. And if you know anything about me, I'm all about increasing my chances of landing these midterm rental insurance contracts. So I like markets that, you know, I like more of the short-term rental markets so that there's still a city next to it, right? Urban. I don't want it to be isolated. So I don't want to be completely in Timbuktu out here and the city is over here. And when I mean that, I mean, I don't want to be like an hour away from life. city. My sweet spot is 20 minutes. 20 minutes to the city. I like that radius because then I have opportunities to have people who come into the city for conferences, people who come to the city for different events. I want to get the best of both worlds. Now, keep in mind that this does not break your deal if it doesn't meet these metrics by any means, but just know what I always like to say, I help a lot of investors invest into properties. And one of the things I say is my goal is for you to have all the information so that when you look back, you're not shocked. Or when you're going to make a decision, whether you're purchasing an asset, co-hosting an asset, managing an asset, that you have all the information at your disposal where you are aware that you're going against maybe the grain, and then maybe you have the justification for it. Maybe it's a creative finance deal. Maybe it's a family deal. Maybe it just makes sense because you know the market. Maybe you're so well connected in that marketplace with a company and they give you constant repeat business. Don't let these numbers break your deal if there's nuances. Let these numbers guide you and educate you to make an educated decision to then say, based on what I know, I'm still comfortable to move forward. Based on the calculated risk, I'm still comfortable moving forward or not. Let this be a guide to help give you the confidence to make the right decision, the right investment, and right contract so that you're comfortable and that you cannot say that you're not aware, because now that you have this knowledge, now that you have this channel, you know what metrics that I use that you can also apply in your market with respect to the information that you have as it relates to the marketplace and the connections that you have within the marketplace. If you got value from this video, make sure that you not only click below to grab the midterm rental insurance blueprint, but also watch the next video that is the truth about midterm rental insurance in your state. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you back next time to increase your occupancy and profitability wherever you are in your market. See you soon.